Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about quality score, because improving quality score is one of the highest leverage activities you can do. I mean, if you wanted to do 20% of effort for 80% of the results, quality scores would be what you should be focused on, right? Your account's got 99 problems, 98 of them are quality score, I can assure you, right? So before we jump into what quality score is, what it impacts, how to improve it, all sorts of things that we're going to be going over in this video, I just want to give you a little bit of background. And you should really stick around for this because I think you might learn a thing or two. I mean, most people know about quality score, but we're really going to delve into this in depth, and you're going to see how it can give you an unfair advantage if you get it right. I just want to give you a little bit of background because this is a really simple concept that really helped me understand how to play Google's game, how to get Google to give me, mates rates, friends rates on AdWords. So it's just this little triangle of users, advertisers, and Google as a company, right? These are the key stakeholders inside of Google's ecosystem, right? These are the main players, right? There's the searcher, the person who's on Google.com looking for whatever he's looking for. Then there's the advertisers, right, who are running ads. This is probably you. And then there's Google, right, who needs to make money off of the advertisers who are running ads for the users, right? And so it's a really fine balance because you can't skew it too much in somebody's favor, right? Google can't take too much advantage and charge the advertisers too much because then the advertisers aren't happy. You can't run too many ads and be too nice to the advertisers and be too lenient with quality and landing page and things like that, because then the users will start going to Bing, God forbid, right? So Google did something really smart. They invented quality score, right? Before, the traditional model was whoever has the most amount of money wins. They go higher on the page, they get rewarded, they get more prominence, they get more ads shown. But Google, understanding this paradigm right here, keeping everybody happy, they actually integrated quality score into the economics. They completely integrated it, right? So i.e., you'll see in just a second with a short formula that you may have seen, Google directly impacts how much you pay per click. It's super, super important. In fact, it does more than just the CPC, right? It impacts where you show on the page, right? Which could be the difference between a 10 to 15% CTR at the top to a 0.5% CTR on page 2. And it impacts eligibility, whether you show at all and how often you show. If you have 50% impression share, that means you show 1 out of 2 times. That's impacted by quality score. So it's completely make or break. So let's dig into this a little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to get into some real geeky stuff. Don't get too intimidated. I'll walk you through it step by step. Basically in AdWords, there's this thing called ad rank, right? And what ad rank is, you can think of it as the strength of an advertiser. And it's measured by quality score times your max CPC, i.e. how good your ad is times how much you're willing to pay per click, right? And so what this means is if you have a high quality score, you can afford to have a lower CPC to get the same ad rank, right? We're going to see this in just a second. And then this is where it gets really interesting. The effective CPC, so what this means is not how much you're willing to pay, but how much you're actually going to pay, is equal to the ad rank of the advertiser below you that you have to beat, divided by your quality score plus 1 cent. So what this means is that if your quality score is really, really high, you're going to divide far more, meaning your eCPC is going to be way lower. So here's an example right here, where I have Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Donkey Kong, who are all want to bid on Super Mario Brothers, right? That's the keyword that they want to bid for. And they all have different bids, right? They're all willing to pay different amounts, right? So Mario is willing to pay $1, Luigi's willing to pay 80 cents, Yoshi is crazy and rich, so he wants to pay $2, and Donkey Kong just doesn't know what he's doing, so he's going to pay $3, right? So they all are willing to pay different amounts, and they're all more or less good at AdWords. So Mario's pretty good, he's 5 out of 10, Luigi's really good, so he's got 9, Yoshi and Donkey Kong not so much, 2 and 1, right? So how does this play out? Where is AdWords going to place their ads, right? So as we know, ad rank is equal to quality score times max CPC. So Mario scores 5, Luigi scores 7.2, Yoshi scores 4, and Donkey Kong scores 3. And so this is how AdWords is going to place their ads on the Google search results page. Luigi's actually going to score first. Isn't that crazy? He's paying less than Mario. Mario's going to score second, Yoshi's going to score third, and Donkey Kong is going to score fourth, right? and then their ECPC, how much they're actually going to pay, is the ad rank to beat divided by the quality score. So for Mario, number 2, he's got to beat Yoshi, number 3, right? Yoshi's ad rank is 4, divided by the quality score of 5, 80 cents, right? Luigi has to beat Mario. He's got to pay 56 cents per click, right? Yoshi, $1.50, and Donkey Kong, whatever the minimum bid is, right? Or Donkey Kong would beat Peach or whoever is underneath him, right? And so this is how crazy this is, right? Like, Luigi, first, is actually paying less for position 1 than Yoshi is paying for position 3. Yoshi's paying an exorbitant amount for position 3. So what this means is that quality score isn't on a linear scale, right? It's not a straight line, it's exponential. 4 is way better than 3. 5 is way better than 4, right? So if you increase your quality score, you get to divide the advertiser's ad rank below you that you have to beat. You get to lower your ECPC and maximize your ad rank. So you get to choose. Either you build a whole business around being able to pay more, or you just learn AdWords and you learn quality score and you win with lower ECPCs, effective cost per click, and higher ad rank. So now for the good stuff. Let's talk about how we're actually going to impact quality score, right? This is the really important piece. For that, we need to understand what quality score is made up of, right? What determines whether you're getting 1s and 2s like Donkey Kong or 9s and 10s like Luigi is, right? So, 8 through 10 is really excellent. These are really great quality scores. 7 is good. Feel good about a 7, although ideally you want to be in this realm. 5 and 6 is okay, Mario kind of okay. And then 3 and 4 is definitely a warning sign. 1 and 2, you're about to stop running on the Google network, right? And so the factors that impact quality score is mostly CTR, click-through rate. The click-through rate of your ad for a particular keyword is most of what impacts quality score, right? We don't know the exact proportions. Google doesn't really let out their secret sauce, but based on a lot of studies, it's roughly 60, 65%, right? More than half of it is click-through rate. Then there's relevance, right? How relevant your ad is to the landing page, to the keyword, to the query, how much all of this lines up. And really, based on other studies, relevance kind of comes down to click-through rate, as it turns out. It's not just some semantic, is there a keyword in each of these? It's mostly if an ad is showing and getting clicked on a lot, that means that it's probably pretty relevant to the query, right? It's probably something that that Google searchers are looking for. So CTR is the most of the pie is CTR, right? Then you have things like landing page quality, right? Whether you're following Google's landing page guidelines, things like privacy policy, is it crawlable text, does it have navigation, things like that. But this is mostly pass or fail, right? It's not really it can only really hurt you if you're doing it bad. This is not how you're going to improve your quality score. And then you have small other things that typically you have less impact over, like the age of the account. There's something called the quality score of the whole account. Things like that. There's also some theories around bounce rate. If somebody clicks to a landing page and then quickly comes back and that bounce rate is high, then Google knows, is that really the right landing page? Things like that. But again, most of it is click-through rate. Right? So to impact quality score, like we've seen how powerful quality score is, we've seen how make or break that is, right? To impact eligibility, ad position, and how much you pay per click, really you're looking at click-through rate, right? And how do you improve click-through rate, right, relative to your ad position? And unfortunately, there's no easy answer. You got to write better ads, right? It's all about ads. Writing better ads will make, that little triangle, it'll make the searcher happy, it'll make Google happy. Google will reward you with lower ECPCs. Only problem with, writing better ads is that the AdWords interface isn't really catered to it, and it's hard to understand which ad groups you need to write ads. The whole ad writing process is a bit tedious and kind of sucks. So this is why we created a tool called Ad Assistant, which I'm going to show you in just a little bit. And you can get a free trial. I really think you should check it out. Here we go. Called Ad Assistant. I'm just going to select a different client. Like so. And so here it's loaded up all of my ad split tests in this
client account. So across many different campaigns. And you can see that it's color-coded between green, yellow, there are no reds, but reds exist, and blues. So blues mean that the split test is still testing. We don't have enough data here. You can see 8 clicks versus 9 clicks. It's not enough to gauge whether one ad is better than another. But up here, we have some conclusive split tests. If I hover over here, it says high confidence of performance difference between these two ads. Right? If I hover over the ad, it'll show me the difference in ad text. So here, a simple change in the headline from bike carriers to the bike carrier experts, that alone has a humongous impact between 10% and about 6%, right? And we've done some fancy things here, which are difficult to do in the interface, like we only look at days where both ads are running concurrently, right? Because something that used to happen a lot is that you look at the last 30 days, but you only added the second ad in 15 days ago, and so you're using 30 days of data for one ad and then the last 15, but there was some changes made to the campaign, or we just want to make sure we're comparing apples to apples here. And so we calculate the statistical significance for the performance difference. So here it says 100%. And we've even calculated or compensated for a difference in ad position. So sometimes this happens where, if you have this ad that's running, or this ad that's running in average position 1.2, and this ad is running in average position 1.8, well, obviously this ad's going to perform better than that ad because it averages higher on the search engine results page, and therefore it has a better click-through rate. But so here we've compensated just to make sure we're looking at the ad creatives, the actual content of the ads. So over here, let's pick another example. Bike storage, for example. These ads are wildly different, and it seems that we found that the bike storage experts with largest UK supplier of bike storage works better than this ad right here, right? So I'm going to drill into this, and you'll see that it's loaded all of the keywords that are in this ad group. It'll show me the losing variation ad with this little red marker and the winning variation ad with this green marker. And it's prompting me to replace this old ad right here with a new one, and it's actually pulled up all of the competition's ads for the keyword bike storage, and it even shows me a little preview of the search engine results page just to cure blank page syndrome, right? Like writing ads can be hard sometimes. And actually I can take this to the next step, right? Bicycle storage, expert in cycle shelters and racks, designed, built, and manufactured by us, right? I think that's a pretty good ad, so I'm going to click it, and it's going to pre-fill over here, right? All the while keeping my display and my destination URLs the same. And I can just hit replace old ads. And there we go. That ad is now gone. And so, the name of the game, and you can see that this has gone from 5% to 4%, right? The name of the game is to get the whole account blue, right? And if there was an ad with an ad group with a single ad in it, then it would have a little red circle because it can't test, and it would prompt you to write an ad to compete versus the other ad. And this can very, very, very quickly accelerate ROI because with higher CTRs, with higher click-through rates, you're likely to get higher quality scores, which is going to lower the average CPC, so you'll be getting more clicks for less cost. So this is really, really worth your time.
Alright, so there you have it. I really hope you give Ad Assistant a try. It's free for 30 days. We have a refund policy after that. Shoot me an email. I'm Guillaume@altus.io. If you want to chat, I'd love to hear from you. Get one of our copywriters to write some of your ads. But really, let's get that ad testing up and running so that you can improve your quality score, get lower CPCs, and crush your competition. Thanks for listening.